Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this quick demo, I'll walk you through QuickInvoice, a full stack invoice generation tool built with React, Spring Boot, and MongoDB. Whether you are a freelancer or a small business owner, this app makes invoicing beautifully simple. You can create professional invoices, choose from multiple templates, add your logo, download invoices as PDFs, and even send them via email, all from one sleek interface. So let us get started. I'll quickly move towards the setup and I'll run the backend first. And I'll then actually start up the front end. On the front end, we are using React with Vite for fast builds and Bootstraps for styling. The backend is powered by Java, Spring Boot, and storing data in MongoDB database. Let's actually move to the landing page. So then you can see it's a pretty simple landing page. I've added some screenshots to provide someone who is new to the app what he is going to get here. I have listed all the features and along with the screenshots. And in the back end and front end both, we are using Clerk for authentications. So you can securely log in using Clerk, which handles the auth and session management out of the box. So it's basically like delegating the entire authentication flow to a different service. You can actually click continue with Google, or if you don't have an account, you can come up here and click on sign up. In sign up also, you can continue with Google if you have already been logged in with your Google account, your Gmail account. You can actually do that here, and you can actually go with your first name, last name, and you can fill out the details and then click on continue. So the thing is, the good thing about using Clerk is that you have to put in your correct email address and the correct password for that email address. Otherwise, it will not allow you to sign up and log in. So I already have an account, so I'll actually continue with Google. Then I'll be redirected to the landing page again, and here I can go to the dashboard, and I already have created a couple of invoices before, so it is having that history of the invoices. I can click on new invoice and I'll be directed to this generate page, and here and I can fill all the details. I can actually add a logo to so if I this is actually a demo logo that I have generated with the help of AI. So I can add it here, I can fill all the details, and when I'm done, I can actually choose the particular template from over here. I've added some basic templates. You can always customize these templates. We are making use of Bootstrap to create those templates for us. So you can create your own templates as well, and you can add them here. There is a lot of room for improvements of these templates as well. As you can see, if I give some demo values, like I'll add some values. I'm adding some general terms, sample address, and then I'll just and then I'll add the bill to myself, and then I'll add some number and add the address. And you can actually click on same as billing to have the same address over here. You can actually set up the invoice date. So I'll just select today, And you can actually set up the due date, so that you can tell them that this is the date until I by then I actually require the funds to be transferred and so on. You can actually describe the item, the quantity, amount, and that all will be calculated over here. And you can add the description if you want. Like for example, if I say here logo design, and I can add the quantity as one. I can set the amount at say 800, and if I increase the quantity, it will be 1600. And description I can give anything, and I can add other items as well. Can delete items as well. You can add the account name, account number, and branch IFSC code. You can actually add the tax rate that you want. Like for example, the standard GST is 18%. If you want to add any other notes, you can add that as well. Now you can actually choose a particular template to go to. I am choosing the lavender for now. And here you can see the fresh preview of that invoice that you're preparing. Like if you want to check if it is looking correct or not, if you have forgotten something, forgotten to add something, you can actually go back. Or if you want another template for this, you can select it from these buttons as well. You can select the other color. You can go for something more professional like this, or you can go for something that is more black and white, so you can choose the midnight noir. You can actually save and exit. This will actually, since we are making also making use of Cloudinary for our media management, so you can actually save a particular image of this, and you can also you can also download the PDF of it. So if I click on save and exit, this particular thing will be saved, and it will redirect back to the dashboard. And if you see in the console tab, you can check out that the invoice was saved with this particular values, and you can see that there is one thumbnail URL. If you copy this URL, you can, and you open it in the new tab, you can see that this particular image is saved, is hosted on Cloudinary. And you can also verify this from your Cloudinary account. If I think I have it open somewhere. Yes. So in the images, uh, okay, yeah, you can see that the currently created resume has been here, and I created some more before, so that those are also stored. Also, let's go back to our application. Then if you want, you can actually come back to it and you can edit it. You can also delete it, and if you want, you can send this directly via email to your particular client. I am adding my own Gmail account for now, and I can click on send. Okay, there is some problem with it, I think. Oh yes, I actually forgot to load the environment variables, but that is fine. That work, I have already checked it. It works fine. So behind the scenes, what happens is this uses the Brevo SMTP, which is a transactional email service. I actually have configured it already in the backend using Spring Boot's Java Mail Center, and some environment variables for security purpose. I don't want to push those credentials to my GitHub. That is why I haven't yet. That is why we actually had the problem, because we were not passing the credentials to make the Java Mail Center work. So the invoice actually gets attached as a PDF, and it gets delivered straight to your client's inbox with your branding on it, like this logo and all. If you want to check out the source code, or if you like to contribute to this project, the GitHub link will be in the description below. This video is part of yet another series, and the next part we will be deploying this application. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.